What is up, killers? Kev here today, back with a brand new episode of 5 new console mods to hit the Bethesda on the website this week. This is going to be episode 618 within my series, but without further ado guys, let's just jump straight into the video. Julihah's Dirt Replacer Roads, Grass and Snow Landscape Overhaul, coming in an incredibly low 4.6 megabytes of a download. This is going to be a PlayStation 4 exclusive mod and one that I will definitely be keeping within my own load order. For this one, it completely changes the Skyrim landscape, less muddy and overall more variety without killing the performance. It blends roads with landscape and adds grass which is growing along and through the roads too. This one, it replaces the default landscape textures with the grass, changes the road textures, adds grass growing through the roads, blends roads with the landscape textures, includes by the rock and mountain pack, which is going to be basic and implemented within this particular one. Again, I have got that one on my load order and we have covered that one on the channel, so it's nice to see that this one has been stuffed within this particular mod too. And it changes the sort of structure of the snow, which is a little bit weird, but basically it's the sort of that and the tundra landscape textures have been slightly altered, and as you can tell, look very polished indeed. Guys, this is an absolute amazing mod. If you've got a PlayStation 4 and you've never checked out this mod author stuff, highly recommend. Every time I've covered them, I've pretty much downloaded them, jumped straight into the game, and they've worked absolutely flawless. And hand on heart, I personally love my PlayStation 4 load order. That is going to be pinned within the comments if you want to check that out, like any of my other videos. And honestly, I think my PlayStation 4 graphically looks way better than my Xbox One, and that is obviously due to mod authors like this. Dragon Steel Weapons, coming in at 20.2 megabytes of a download, adds a complete weapon set with 2 texture variants that you guys can pick up from. One is going to be dirty and one is going to be a little bit rusty. The other one is going to be a clean looking variant too, so you can either have dirty and rusty or an absolute polished blade. It's entirely up to you. But for this one, it is going to include a bow, arrows, battle axe, warhammer, sword, longsword, mace, hammer and a dagger. All of that for an incredibly low download size. I am personally going to be taken away by the amount of detailing through that hilt. That hilt is going to be the main focus point of this particular mod. Look how beautiful that is. You know what the hilt is? It's basically the handle bit and sort of the end or the bottom bit. Maybe screw up your fist, not look at... Screw up your fist, look at the bottom of it. Near there is where the hilt is going to be. But you can grab all of this within the Dragon Bone section. There's obviously going to be those 2 variants to pick from. Super easy to grab, super easy to craft, and they look absolutely beautiful. You want something different and unique, this is going to be a great weapon mod to pick up. IA92's Playable Vampire Race, coming in at 436.9 kilobytes of a download. Play as a vampire from any race from the beginning. This race will not replace the original race, is a completely standalone playable race. The mod should not conflict with any other race mods that you have seen out there, and obviously this one is going to be the mod author's own and their own take on that. You can also summon 2 gargoyles for all new vampire races. That is going to be located within Paws if you want to check that out. Also, you should run sort of these particular mods if you kind of don't mind the visual aspects being slightly different to the characters. Some of them are going to look the same, granted, but you do get that power and also as well a backstory. Now, I'm not too sure if anything else does change on that via stat wise, but honestly I think it's going to be the same. This will work on vampire builds too. A couple of tweaks will be done on the Vampire Lord, but that again is down to the mod author. I think they've already done it too. But yeah guys, if you're looking for a vampire race straight off the bat when you start the game, this is definitely going to be a big pick for you, as it is going to be on both platforms too. Female Sitting Animation Replacer, coming in at 82 kilobytes of a download. This particular one completely changes the sort of bog standard vanilla animation for sitting for the females only. This one is going to be the idle sitting. Note that females use the vanilla sitting animation while they're eating or drinking. It's got a little bit more natural too, and honestly it just flows very nicely within the game. I tried to do my best to actually get a little bit of footage to show you guys what it is, but for this one you're not sitting sort of like a man, you're sort of sitting like a lady, which is really alternatively what you do you want with this particular mod. Super download size as well, and honestly, some simple and subtle changes to the game, such as this one via replacer to do the sitting, you'll notice a difference. AMidianBorn Morrowind glass armor coming in at 20.3 megabytes of a download, a port from the hospitals.Com, a standalone port of glass armor. This is going to be the version of green Morrowind version, retextured found within the AMidianBorn Book of Silence of Armors. We've covered that and many other ones handpicked from that particular one. A lot of mod authors on the Bethesda website do like to sort of rip and grab sort of those particular mods and separate them. Again, great for people who do not want the full collection, which I think is coming over like 300 megabytes, and for people who just want to sort of single out those armors which they really do enjoy, and this is a great one of that. The resolutions are going to be a mix of 1K and 2K, please do bear that in mind, and honestly the detailing of this armor is going to look freaking insane. I don't know if you guys can see it on screen now, but all through the armor does look insane. Mainly going to be that steel background, if you do want to call it that, is going to be beautifully engraved all through the armor from the boots all the way to the helmet, and that glass does look pretty damn clean too. If this was going to be a standard version within the game, I'd probably be rocking glass a lot more. This is so clean and so nice. This is a replacer version too, not a standalone, please do bear that in mind, and honestly I think it looks really nice indeed. I could stare at this for freaking ages. So guys, it's the end of this episode. This has been episode 618 within my series. Guys, if you did enjoy it, I'd very much appreciate a like on the video. It does help me out a lot. If you're new around it too, why not consider clicking that little subscribe button? It's completely free, and if you want to go above and beyond, make sure to click that bell. You should get a notification for every single time I post a video like this to the channel. But guys, until the next one, this has been Killerkev here, and Killerkev out.